Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Lunch and Debates. I'm your co-host Dibo, along with my other co-host Owen.
What's good? What's good?
Yeah, man. And in today's episode, we have our special guest Abdul, man.
What up, guys? How y'all doing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Abdul, what's your bet? You just placed $50 on Bam over 19 and a half.
So we got Bam over 19 and a half today. Let me put you guys on for some baseball bets. So what I got for today.
You said baseball bets.
But like what I got tonight is I got Minnesota -4, -3.5. So they gotta win by 4. I believe in Minnesota. I think they could take them on. They got 3 big men. Is Rudy playing today?
Gobert, he should play.
He should be playing,
He's
right?
his suspension's off now.
He's on suspension, yeah. But then I got Mets, and I got the Mets winning today, and I got Padres winning today after yesterday's L.
Mm.
But Bam is my biggest lock for that Bulls game because that Bulls game is a coin toss.
Yeah, Vooch ain't really a good defender, so we'll see.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Right.
Right game.
Word. Yeah. All right. So for today's episode, unfortunately, we don't got my man Matt.
Yeah.
You don't got my man Matt. Man, he out of town. He got family up in Missouri, Kansas City. So we're just meeting with them for the weekend. But he told us before we were on, he's in good spirits. He's doing well. And
Yep.
hey, maybe this was the best for him, man.
Yes, sir.
So hey, just want to get that out the way. But new episode today. Playing, man, we gotta talk about it. Games
Yeah.
been going on, exciting games. Tonight we have 2 games for the 8 seed, both East and West. So yeah, man, we're just gonna get into it, and we're also going to have our predictions for the first round, which are gonna start this weekend. So, man, we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today, and yeah, just gonna get into it.
All right. Where do you want to start first with the plan?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the previous games from Tuesday
Mm-hmm.
and Wednesday. So, do we want to
Yep.
start with Miami? Yeah,
Yeah, we'll go
Miami,
East first.
Atlanta
Stick
first.
to the
Yeah, we'll
trend.
do.
Stick to
Yeah.
the trend for sure.
Okay, so you want to do Miami and Atlanta first? You want to
Yeah.
talk about that?
Yep. Uh, That was an interesting game. I'm not gonna lie about it. I had my prediction. I definitely had Miami winning that one, but
Hmm.
guess Ice Trey is gonna shock the world again, or well, he did at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all picked
Yeah,
Miami to be
I thought
Atlanta
it was a
too. So
no-brainer.
yeah,
I
man,
thought it was a
I had
no-brainer.
the same thing. I had Miami winning too. It was
match
good.
with the play. Yeah, that's the match with the playing, man. Final score 116-105. Atlanta winning that. Um, they are another 7 seed in the East. Trey Young had a big game. He had 25 points on 8 for 18 shooting. 8 boards and 7 assists. Very good game. Uh,
Very good game.
the main story of the game from that was the rebounds. Clint Capella had a monster game, 21 rebounds. Atlanta had 63 rebounds compared to Miami's 39, which was the which was a huge difference in that game too, as well as Miami shooting very poorly from the field. So for Abdul and Owen, how do you feel about how Miami played during that game?
Dude, they played like trash, man.
They played so
Until
bad.
until the last bit of the game, the fourth quarter came around, and Kyle Lowry was like, "Fuck it, dude. I'm a good basketball player," and then decided to show that. He was
Kyle
hitting three
Lowry,
after
man.
three. It was crazy.
Hmm.
He
It blew
was.
my mind. I think that was like the biggest story of the game.
Yeah,
I
I'm looking at it right now. He had 33 points on 11 for 16 shooting. He hit 6 threes too as well, man.
6 3s.
He had a great game.
He did
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I just think that he our ass. I'm gonna be honest.
Mm.
I think he our ass. I don't know. Bulls can upset, but there's gonna be one upset today. I don't know what it is, but I hope it's not Timberwolves today.
You have a feel?
Yeah, for sure. I think Bulls can upset. Zach LaVine is insane, bro. He
Right.
be going off. They be having a good ass
Dude, he
team.
had 39 in the other Eastern Conference playing game
Mhm.
against the Raptors, huh?
That is true.
I mean, if they get the girl, then yeah, we could.
Oh
The
no,
big
no,
little girl.
DeMar DeRozan's daughter, right?
DeMar DeRozan.
DR, yeah.
Yeah, she's not going to Miami.
Yeah,
She's
now
not
did you
going.
hear
They
what
already
DeMar
confirmed
said?
that.
DeMar said he was like hesitant to even let her come to the game, but since it was in Toronto, she really wanted to. But he was like, "No, you can't miss school." But he let her anyway.
Did you guys see the airlines? The airlines offered DeMar DeRozan, and they tweeted it out, and they said, "We'll buy her the ticket and fly her out."
For real? Bro,
Yeah,
I did not see that. That's
there's a
crazy.
tweet about
Because DeMar DeRozan doesn't have enough money, you know.
it.
I mean, you gotta do whatever you gotta do
Yep,
to help
there we
the team in the
go.
game. Yeah. So you said everything that needed to be said about Miami versus Atlanta, right? And
Yeah.
Mhm.
so we're gonna have to move on to the next playing game that happened. Um, yeah, Toronto versus Chicago. How we feeling about the?
Man, I know Toronto was not good for a while. I mean,
I knew it was Chicago all the way. I've been
yeah,
saying,
that's what I'm
I've
saying.
been on it.
The Chicago's not a great team, but I feel like at the end of the day, they just had more star firepower than Toronto did.
They're
I
not
mean,
bad
Fred
at all.
Van Vliet's like he's a good player, but he's on the lower tier of stars in the league, in my opinion.
That's
Mhm.
fair. That's fair.
And I mean, Siakam, he could only do so much, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
And they. Oh, were you
no,
gonna
I was
say
gonna
something
say
else?
just those two are not anything to compare with DeRozan and Levine. They're just two entirely different levels.
Right. And the thing is from that game too as well is that Chicago didn't even play that great of a game too as well. They didn't
Yeah,
shoot they didn't shoot well at all from three. Shot 7 for 26 from that part of the field. But yeah, just Levine and DeRozan making clutch shots down the stretch.
It was the second half.
Tough middies. Yeah, in the second half and especially in a clutch time, hitting tough shots from the midi, getting to the lane, and Toronto as well. They had opportunities to put the game away too, especially on the three the the free throw line as well. They missed 18 free throws if I'm correct. Went
yeah.
18
Oh
for
my God.
36.
Yeah, and I don't
It was
care if
bad.
there's you have a little girl screaming. You're in the NBA. You got to be better than that.
Mhm.
Yeah, man, it was poor. It was poor, man. Poor, poor, poor.
Yep.
And so, speaking on the Raptors, what is the future of this team, man?
They got to blow it up, man.
They're
I
not
mean,
too bad. They got Ojo.
Nah,
That's
bro.
nice.
I
They're
think
not.
they
I'm
got to blow it
feeling,
up.
yeah, I'm feeling the same thing as on two, man. Bro, that roster, bro, they're not ready, man. They're
That
not ready.
that roster, as it is right now, is shown time and time again that it's only as good as we've seen. There is no shot that they can take it to that next level with that roster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They gotta trade, get some picks, bring in some new players, and then I think in 3 or 4 years, I think Toronto will be back up there.
that's true. I like to say something. I feel like this team peaked, in the bubble when they played the Celtics. It was in the semis, yeah, and they lost to them seven. And I was like, I thought about this even then when it happened. It's just that like, hey, this is the absolute best this team can get to. Like, just second round, not even that big of title contenders. And we've seen over the past few years that this team has a very like limited ceiling. Yeah, limited ceiling, right? Siakam, he's getting up there, even though
Mhm.
he's still a very quality player. Um, Van Vliet, like Owen said, his caliber for
Yeah.
what he is. He's not what Toronto needs right now. Even guys like Gary Trent too. They're guys that came are expendable pieces, and so for Toronto at this point, I feel like if you're Masai Ujiri, yeah, you got to look towards trading these guys. These all these core players you have on their roster. Pretty much every player except Scotty Barnes like on the trade block in my opinion. Every single player except Scotty Barnes.
Why do you
Mhm.
think Scotty's not?
But like not on the trade block because
Yeah,
he's got the highest ceiling out of all the other players I mentioned, and the fact that he's young too and he has room to grow.
okay,
So if you're Masai Ujiri, I want to see more out of him.
fair enough. All right. I respect it.
Hey. All right. Yeah, we gotta go to the West now. With the 7-8 game too. The Timberwolves versus the Lakers, man. Very close game. Lakers, they didn't pull it out in regulation. Had to go to overtime. Don't know why made that contest
AD
this
had a brain fart.
bro.
Oh
Bro,
God.
you
Yeah, he
for
really.
a guy like AD, man, you can't make that play, bro. You can't make that play. You have to know the situation at hand, man. You have to.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, you saw it like he didn't get fouled super hard. Conley didn't, and I think even if he I didn't get fouled at all, if you're AD, you're that shot that came out of it hitting the top of the backboard is going to be the same shot that came out of it if you didn't foul him. So you got to definitely know that. I mean, Mike Conley's what 6 foot
Hmm.
and AD's 7 feet. I mean, you have such a size advantage. You can contest that shot so well without fouling. That's just AD got to be better than that.
The Timberwolves is a really good team, though. Like the Timberwolves is an insane team. They've been going on a streak. They're a great team. I think Timberwolves can. They're winning this game. I think. I mean, I don't know though. Like Timberwolves, the past 10 games or like 15 games, they're more positive than negative, and they've been playing amazing. They've been playing rough ass teams too, and they've been winning. But I don't know. They pulled it out against the Lakers almost, and then Lakers pulled through. It was LeBron. LeBron went. It was Nicky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
the
But
thing that I
I was
have,
very. Oh,
oh,
were you
shit.
gonna say something?
The thing I was gonna say about the T Wolves is that I don't have them doing anything else this season. I think they're gonna lose the next game against the Thunder, but that's just because Jaden McDaniels is out. I think that's a huge loss for them because their defense is so much better when he's in the game. And I think even if he wasn't in the game against the Lakers, they probably would have beat the Lakers. It was that close without him, so what could have been like with him.
Yeah, but who do you think is gonna be? I mean, stopping them on the OKC
Me stopping who?
on Timberwolves
Well, like Shea, Giddy, Jada.
on
What like
defense.
Torian? Yeah, Torian Prince probably gonna be the primary defender.
I mean, yeah, that's not ridiculous. But nah, Timberwolves is like overall a better team for now. At
Dude,
That's
I
least
think I'm worried about how Ant's gonna perform in that
Ant
game,
is
though.
gonna go off today.
Bro,
yeah.
is he though? Because he's gonna have Lou Dort on him, and Lou Dort is
It's
a
still
pest.
Ant, bro. Ant
I
is
mean, bro, if Anthony Williams, man, it don't matter, bro. You're a
Anthony.
star, rising star in this league, man. You gotta
And
perform.
Cat is so nasty too, bro.
Yeah.
Cat's gonna eat for sure. They don't
He's
have
gonna
anyone
shoot
that
a
can guard
three
Cat.
and say, "Ooh,
Wait,
ooh."
hold on. I also wanted to mention how like I was disappointed in the Wolf Stars the other night too. And Cat too. And of course he had a very poor shooting night, 3 for 17 from the field. Cat was also in foul trouble too, so he couldn't be as aggressive in the paint as he usually wants to and like getting into the spots. And I feel like that was a huge difference in this game because with the Lakers, right, you had to do with AD and Braun, man, they combined for over 50 points, right, too. And so I felt like that was the difference to the Lakers getting that dub.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got AD getting Cat in foul trouble, like you said. That's something. I mean, it's no secret that Cat's not the greatest defender, and especially going against an elite player like Anthony Davis. I think that's got to be something that the Thunder have got to look for, even though that they don't have any like super dominant center position players like the Lakers do. They got to still be going at Cat. They got to get him in foul trouble so he can't be as aggressive as he wants to be, and I think that's the Thunder's key to winning.
I think Mike Conley is gonna do good today. Prince is gonna do good. All around, they're gonna do good. If Cat goes off, if Ant goes off, and like those, but I think if they just shoot their threes good, they're winning the game. They be shooting their threes really good too. Just the defense, the star player goes off, that's game. But if Shy's having a good game too, he's gonna the gritty dude. Ooh, he gritty dude is
Josh
nice.
Giddey. Josh Giddey is nice. Which perfect segue into the next game, right? The 9v10 game. Thunder versus Pelicans, man. Final score. Uh, very close game at the end. Very good game. It was very high
Yeah, that
intensity.
was an entertaining one to watch for sure.
Man, I
Yeah,
was
man,
sick.
that is true. I thought Giddy was trying to go at Josh Richardson for that cheap shot to the groin, man. Hey,
Dude, that was a cheap shot too. That's crazy.
it
I watched it
was,
originally. I was
man.
like, "What the hell?" And then
Yeah,
it's like,
because
"God damn."
when you initially saw the
Uh,
play what happened, right? I was like, yo, how did Giddy fall like that? But they showed the replay and it was like, oh man, bro, that was so dirty, bro. That was dirty. That man Jay Rich didn't really care about it too. He just was back on Giddy when he's trying to
Yeah,
run up to him.
Markieff Morris style.
mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Something like that. But final score from that game was 123 to 118. Our thoughts on that, man?
And disappointing. I lost almost a band over that one, but it was tough.
Oh
Over
my
almost
gosh.
a band, man.
Oh
Oh
my
no, no,
gosh.
No,
no.
it was tough. Pelicans. I mean, it's because I love the one player on that team, Ingram, bro. Ingram is Ingram is future star, bro. Ingram is they're dirty. He's nasty. He's
Bro.
he's so he was the best player that game too.
Mm.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Actually, yeah, yeah.
No, he
Yeah,
was. He
yeah. No,
was
I
who
gotta
he
agree with
was.
that. No, for
No,
me,
yeah, yeah.
that game was kind of a letdown to be honest.
They
Seeing
had it and
Zion,
they didn't have it. They had it and
well,
they
yeah,
didn't have
yeah, yeah, but I'm seeing Zion doing 360 windmills and warm ups. And how are you not gonna? Okay, I understand you're maybe not mentally ready to come back, but you gotta. I think if you're in that position, your team's season is on the line.
it. He
I mean,
needs
what's
yeah.
what's the worst that happens? You go out there and you're like, you give it at least an effort, and you still lose like you were going to anyway, like which they did, right? The
Yeah,
season's over.
but I feel like when looking at the tape from his warm ups, he didn't have the same burst, he didn't have the same type of speed. When he was trying to elevate, he didn't have the same type of power. And so I feel like when he looks like this, right, just not looking ready to go, then I don't blame him for not playing. We're not with their medical team, New Orleans, right? We don't know what's
For
going on
sure,
behind the scenes, so
for
we
sure.
can't speculate stuff like that.
No, he's finessing the league.
He
I'm telling you, he's finessing the league.
get in the bag and gonna
Man,
leave.
you're number one pick. You haven't even played one season, bro. Like full on season. Been here for
Yeah,
like 2 years,
it's
3 years.
just it was just it was more of a letdown than anything for especially for Pelicans fans, man. Yeah, one more shot at the season. You're gonna hope Zion's gonna play, and he obviously didn't.
That's true, man. They went from like what being the first seed at one point to not even
Yeah,
playoffs. That's
dude, everyone was high on the Pelicans, like really
I
high.
was on the
Like,
Pelicans too, man. I thought Zion's coming back. They already have Ingram, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, all these great wings. Um, Valanciunas at the 5 spot. CJ McCollum, being that
yeah,
what third
they
guy
have a
to lean on
extremely
too.
mean three-headed snake with Ingram, McCollum, and Zion. I mean, that's a filthy big three, if you ask me.
Yeah, yeah. On paper, that's a very talented team, but just the Zion injury, of course, just completely dismantled this team's momentum. And I feel like them and head coach Willie Green that they couldn't adjust to that throughout the season, and we saw that too. So, I mean,
Do
Oh
you guys
wait,
think better player, Ingram or Zion? I'm going with Ingram.
oh,
I'm taking Ingram. I'm sorry.
a
I think
player I'd rather have Brandon Ingram because he's can stay healthier a little bit better
no,
than
no. I'm
Zion.
taking a healthy head to head, everything.
Oh no, I'm taking Zion for sure.
Yeah, no. I think Zion is overrated. I just don't like.
Oh,
I
that's
just don't
crazy,
think he's that good. I'm sorry.
dude. I don't
he's
think.
that good? No, no. Okay,
He's
I
good,
understand. Wait,
but
bro. Yeah, right, right.
what?
Continue.
No, no. Go ahead.
All right, but like I understand the injury aspect of Zion, right? You not trusting him to stay fully healthy for a complete 82-game season, which I completely understand. I completely agree with you, Abdul. But at the same time, the talent of Zion, bro. We can't just ignore that, man. This dude did during this season, right? He averaged 26 points, right? 7 rebounds, 5 assists on elite efficiency too.
Oh, but
So
that was like 11 games.
no, okay, but even then, like during his last fully healthy season in 2021,
And how many
that was
games did
when
he
he played
play?
no, that was when he played 61 games where he still put up 27 and he made the All-Star team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I
So
don't think if you're going healthy unhealthy, the numbers 27, 7, and 5 don't lie. I mean,
I mean,
that's
but
pretty crazy.
Ingram, bro, I would take Ingram over him. Like even healthy, Ingram could do all around stuff. Like
hey,
all around.
yeah.
Dude, I think the only thing Ingram is
Assists,
better
he
at
can
is
run,
shooting.
rebounds, all that stuff. Shoot
Oh, oh,
threes.
oh, no,
Mid.
I think Zion's a better rebounder and defender and all that than Ingram.
Yeah, you could
Dude,
argue.
that is a mean fella down there in the paint.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
good.
6'8",
He's
280,
aggressive.
that is a scary dude.
Zion
Bro,
is
and like I said, he's putting up stupid efficiency too. It's like
Yeah.
what 61% from the field, and most of those shots are around the rim. We can't ignore that. We
yeah,
can't.
nah, he's good. Yeah, Zion is
Yeah, and
nasty.
he gets those shots at will too.
He's filthy. But
Yeah.
who's the superstar on that team?
The Pelicans.
Yeah, Zion.
It is
Like
Zion.
Yeah,
people
it is
focus on
Zion. It's
Zion
always
more,
gonna be
but
Zion.
they should focus on Ingram, bro. Ingram is like I think he's underrated.
It's true. Um, Also, one more thing before we move on to our next segment, I just want to talk about the Thunder, man. Just want to talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder, bro. Hell of a season so far. Shea, he's emerged to this what high caliber player, even borderline superstar. I know the real we did, bro. They was counting on me, Owen,
Oh
even
yeah.
Danny
Oh yeah.
too, bro. Man, bro.
Dude, that's too funny, bro. The amount of people that couldn't understand that Danny was being sarcastic when he said that Dylan Brooks is the best Canadian player.
Bro,
That was
like
mind blowing.
I understand, man, bro. It's the internet, bro. Abdul, you seen the real, right? Was that
Yeah, he
man Danny being
commented on it. He
sarcastic?
commented on
I hella commented.
it.
Abdul, was that man Danny being sarcastic in that real, man?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, that was funny. It was funny reading those comments for sure.
No, but like I mean, OKC, bro, that team is gonna be top 3 in the league for the next 5 years. Like in the 5
Oh,
years, they're
bold take.
that's
bro.
crazy, bro.
That's a
You got
bold take.
Chet, you got Shy, you got Giddy.
Oh, that's a
Bro, Chet
bold
is gonna come
take.
back going dummy.
Yeah.
Is he though?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, bro, he's gonna
bro,
come back,
Chet is
bro. Yeah,
nasty.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I know he's gonna come
Bro,
back, but is he gonna be all that? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have
he's
to see.
gonna do some impact, but that team is good already. I think not top 3. It'll probably be like top 5, top
The
5.
top, I can see top 7. I could get behind top 7. But
Top
I mean, you.
seven, bro. That's top five minimum, bro.
No, it's top 5 team.
Top five
Oh,
minimum.
but you got to
Because,
yeah.
bro,
You're competing with teams like the Suns with KD, competing with teams like the
bro,
Nuggets.
they're gonna get older. We don't know when they're gonna fully drop off
No, no,
yet.
I'm talking
But
about
but
the
saying
future, yeah.
but saying for the next 5 years, implying starting next year and on for the next 5 years, the Nuggets aren't going to get any worse next year, unless they make some crazy bad trade. The Suns likely aren't going to get any worse. The Bucks likely aren't going to get any worse. The Celtics likely aren't going to get any worse. So maybe there's top 5. I can see that.
I think upsets can happen though.
Oh,
Like,
for
never
sure. But
know.
I'm just saying right now, that's a bold statement to claim when you still have so much talent in
Yeah.
your league.
Well, wait, Abdul, hold on. When you say top five, right, for in like the future, do you mean the West or in
No,
the
I see
entire
their
league?
conference. I don't think in total. No, no, no. I
Oh,
think
okay,
they'll be
I can see
That's
that.
what I was trying to get with.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
That's what I was trying to get with. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about the whole league because I mean that is what he said. But
Yeah, I don't know about the whole league thing.
okay.
Right.
But they can be too. In 5 years, 100%. If that team stays there or a couple of trades.
I do not hate that take at all.
No,
Yeah.
I don't hate either. But like Abdul said, right, they already have the core of Giddy, Shea, Jalen Williams, J Dub,
Yeah.
and Chet's not even back either. And they already have one of the best head coaches in the league in Mark Dagan already. Bro, hey, in the West, man, look out for this Thunder team, bro. They're gonna take that
Oh,
big leap next year. I promise you that.
Yeah,
dude, the West is just going to be insane. Simply insane.
hmm
Yes, man.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. I love watching the league get better. It just is so much better to watch.
Bro, hey man, we seen all these stars emerge year in year out, bro. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
You love to see
talent
it.
level was crazy. Love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Good
All right,
stuff. Well, yeah, so we got T Wolves Thunder. I know we pretty much already gave our predictions on that.
yeah.
But so Abdul, you got the T Wolves winning.
I
Debo,
got the T-Wolves today, brother.
Debo, who you got?
I'm gonna say Thunder, man. I'm riding the Thunder train.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Thunder too, just because the T Wolves had that big loss in Jaden McDaniels. I think if they have him, they're gonna win, but they don't,
That's not
obviously.
ridiculous at all. But if you say OKC or Lakers, who you choosing?
OKC or Lakers.
Yeah.
If that
OKC,
like if that was the
Lakers.
hypothetical
Yeah,
plan,
no, I'm just saying like head to head right now. OKC or Lakers.
oh,
Who?
I'm
I
picking.
could
I'm
take
picking LA, obviously, bro. LeBron and
All right,
KD. Bro.
obviously, but Timberwolves and Lakers were so close. To think
yeah,
about.
that was a bad game. That was a bad game
That
to
was
watch.
overall a bad game, but Lakers didn't deserve that game. Lakers,
Yeah. No,
bro.
I
When I
could
was
see
watching
if the
the
OKC played the Thunder or
Lakers were
OKC
going
played the
down.
Lakers rather, I could totally see OKC pulling off an upset.
They can,
They have so many players that have that dog in them. It's crazy.
but I don't know if you could guard. I don't know if you could guard AD on that team. Who do they got that can guard AD?
Yeah, I don't know if Jalen Williams is locking up AD.
Yeah,
No.
not
Hey,
even.
he had a solid
That's
game
what
last
I'm telling you
night.
about
The other night
Timberwolves,
too.
bro. Timberwolves got some big, like, like players. Like they got some aggressive players, and OKC don't really got some. Shy is not aggressive. Giddy's not that aggressive. Jalen Williams is, yeah, you could say so. I mean,
Did you just say SGA is not that aggressive?
yeah, he's not that aggressive.
Or really? I think he is. I mean,
You think
that's
he's
why
more aggressive than
he's
Ant?
getting like 10 free throw attempts a game. You don't get that from not being aggressive.
No, I'm talking about like him against Ant.
I don't know
Aggressive.
about that, man. I feel like with Shea, you don't put up like what 30, 31 points without being aggressive at all.
No, I'm talking about
No,
aggressivism,
yeah,
like
right.
defensively, bro. I'm talking about defensively. I'm talking about
No, no,
defense.
right. Okay, I
But
understand.
I don't think Shea got the defense dog in him like that.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the 8 seeded matchup in the West, right? I had the Thunder on. You had the Timberwolves,
No, I
right?
got the Thunder.
Yep.
Okay, you got the Thunder, and then
Yep.
Abdul, you got the Timberwolves, right?
Yep.
All right, and so okay, moving on to the East. Bulls Heat, right? Owen, who do you got?
Bulls, obviously.
Okay, Abdul.
I'm liking the Bulls a lot, but he is gonna win this game. It's scripted. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Hey, allegedly,
Allegedly is scripted.
I don't
allegedly.
like. I hate the Heat. I don't like the Heat. If you want to win money, bet on the Heat, bro. There's not gonna be two upsets.
Okay.
I think the
All
upset
right.
is gonna be. I mean, I don't know actually. The upset could be Chicago. Nah, the upset could be Chicago. It's gonna be a close game though. I'm going with the
But so
Heat.
you're still taking the Heat though? Yeah.
I'm going with the Heat winning, but I'm going with Bulls um +10. They're not losing by 10.
Betting man.
Losing game, yeah.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
For the Bulls Heat, kind of a toss up right here, man. But
It is a toss up.
shoot, man. I'm gonna go with Miami. They got
Okay.
the best player, got the better player, Jimmy Butler, man. Like he's gonna have a very big game.
Ooh. Okay, that's
I
fine.
think
But
I
I'll
think
let it
Bam.
slide.
Why you say you gonna let it slide, Jimmy?
Oh my
Jimmy
god.
Butler.
Talking about this.
I'm taking
The,
I'm taking
the
DeMar
score is
DeRozan.
12-10 right now, and Max Sturs has 12 points.
You got all
Oh my
12? Are they all
god.
from
He has
threes?
all 12 points
Did he hit four
Abdul.
threes?
Yeah.
of the Heat.
Yeah, no, did Max Strus hit 4 threes?
He has 12 points in the score.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, that's
You
hard.
can barely see this, but 12 points. I don't know about the threes though.
Let's see here.
Yes, 4
Oh,
threes.
EK. He's 4 from 5 from three. I just checked it
Oh
up.
my
Just looked it
gosh,
up. Bro.
that's nuts, dude.
All right. But before we go into the main event, the main thing with this episode, I gotta go back to what you said, Owen. So you think that DeMar DeRozan is better than Jimmy Butler?
I do. But that's I want to say that coming from a player who's definitely more of an offensive mindset, or a fan who's more of an offensive mindset player, or likes more offensively skill based players. And I think DeMar is definitely a better offensive player than Jimmy. I know
Bro,
Jimmy's defense. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty crazy, but I think you got DeMar. Yeah, that mid
DeMar's
range is
better
unstoppable.
offensively for sure. For
DeMar
sure.
Unstoppable.
DeRozan
And
over Jimmy
he
Butler.
gains so much attention, and he can kick that out to an open shot. I
What?
think yeah. What do you mean what?
His
Well, they
points
put
get
so much.
high.
They put attention on Jimmy Butler too.
Yeah, no
What do you
doubt, no doubt,
mean?
no doubt.
No, bro, Miami, right? Jimmy's the only person on that team where it's like, okay, I'm gonna consistently give you buckets, man. And in the playoffs, especially, right, bro? We have never seen DeMar DeRozan elevate himself like a Jimmy Butler. I don't get where you're coming.
Oh, no, DeMar DeRozan is a better offensive player than Jimmy. That's not. I don't know, bro. His points are so underrated. Check out how much DeMar DeRozan's point had. Like, how many points did
He averages 3 more points than Jimmy Butler does.
But and he has so much points. Like in total, how many points does DeMar DeRozan have? Like right now,
You mean like
compared to
total
Jimmy Butler?
Like
points?
total points. Like, are you saying
Total
like
points in his whole career. Total.
What?
Check that.
what is that? Okay, but what does that have to do with the comparison between Jimmy and him though? Like
Hey,
that's just
I'm
on player health.
shoot. Okay, I just looked it up. He got like over 21K points.
And it was just
If that helps you, he got over 21K in that regard.
what does Jimmy have?
Shoot.
13,688.
There we go.
Yeah, but
He's
I
a
don't know
better.
if that necessarily makes him. If that's going to be your argument for why he's the better player, because
No,
Jimmy's
I'm
been in the
saying
league for less.
offensively. I'm saying he's a better bucket man.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree. But
That's
I
what I'm
think you
saying.
should
I'm
look
talking about
into
the points.
field goal percentages, points per game instead of total points.
Not ridiculous.
Shoot, man. Hey, it's your opinion, man. We like to
Yeah, of
debate
course.
on here, bro.
I'm
It's
glad we
really,
don't all agree, because
you
if we
know,
all agreed, the podcast would be boring.
mad boring.
Mad boring. Say same stuff everyone else says. No point in that.
Yeah, man. Okay,
All
that's
right,
cool.
got East first round, shall we?
I mean, do you want to go with the East or the West first, though?
I mean,
Whatever.
we've been doing East first this whole time.
All right, man. We'll just do the East. So for the 1A matchup to start off, we got the Bucks as the 1 seed versus the winner of the Heat or Chicago. So how you feeling about that?
That's a easy sweep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Bucks and 4 on that one.
I'm
Maybe
not going
5
Bucks
if something
5.
goes wrong, but I think Giannis has gotten figured out both of those teams. You can just
I
eat
think Bucks and
whatever.
5.
Drew's gonna play well. Chris Middleton, you're gonna start seeing him get back to form come these playoffs, and yeah,
Right.
Bucks are gonna be something or gonna be a force to be reckoned with for sure.
Okay.
Dibo, what do you think?
Right. I think if they would have played the Heat, they would play. Sorry, they would sweep 3 and 4. Miami too small, too slow, too old.
Too old.
Milwaukee's a way better shooting team. Um, Bam, they don't got the bodies to throw at Giannis, man. I know Bam will do his thing, be the all defensive guy he is usually, but they just don't have the offense, the depth, and the size to compete with that Milwaukee team.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
the concern for
yeah,
sure.
right. And if they were to play Chicago,
You could say the same
um,
thing.
yeah, but
Chicago, they could go to game 5, game 6. I'm telling you right now, bro.
I think Chicago could pull a game off because of
Chicago,
their defensive presence, one of the best defensive teams since the All Star break, and with DeMar DeRozan and Levine being the shot makers they are, and they can be. I thought they could pull a game out, but it's not gonna be enough, man.
Here's the thing with Chicago, and why I think they'll get swept by Milwaukee too. You got Nikola Vucevic coming in at the starting five. That's going to be who's guarding the paint all the time, and it's no secret he's not a great interior defender, right? You got
Mhm.
attack or Giannis just attacking the paint. It's gonna be him going crazy. They're gonna realize pretty quick that there's no chance that they're gonna be stopping him. So they're gonna have to implement the build a wall strategy to make sure Giannis gets cut off. But then that's gonna draw so many players in down towards the paint. You're gonna leave Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday open, and hell, even Grayson Allen when he's in there. And now you're gonna have shooters out on the wing that are gonna be punishing you there. It's just kind of pick your poison for Chicago, and that's why I think Milwaukee's just going to absolutely hammer them.
Shoot, man. All right, all right. All right. Moving on. 2v7, Boston versus Atlanta. Who do we have?
Boston for sure. Atlanta's
Yeah,
not lasting. I think Boston is sweep. A Boston
I,
sweep or Boston 5 for sure.
I think probably Boston in five. What history has told me is that don't doubt Trey Young. He'll give you at least one in this series, even though Boston's the heavy favorite.
Hmm,
I definitely think there's no chance that Atlanta is going to be coming out of this.
that's fair.
Resident Boston
Um,
fan, let's hear
Boston's fan. Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna sweep Atlanta. Every game is
it.
gonna be 15-point blowout at least by 15 points. Don't matter, man. They. I'm sorry, but let me be for real. But I have us still sweeping them. Um, we have the depth, the size. We got more star power, more shooting ability. The addition of Brogdon, I think, would help us, especially during those periods when our playmaking. Well, when Tatum and Brown they have a bad game or mediocre shooting night, and so we look to Broaden to be that main guy to get his points off the bench. I feel like, and Derek White too. Those two are going to be big for us in this series and this entire postseason run. But even if the Hawks make the series competitive somewhat and even get a game or two off us, it's going to be on Trae Young's shoulders and his ability to stand up and rise up in the postseason when
Yep.
things matter the most. But I still have us beating them in a sweep.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean that's the thing. Trey's proven playoff performer. That's why I think he could pull off maybe one, but
Oh,
I think Boston's just they're too strong, too loaded, too much defense, too much offense for the Hawks to handle.
that's true.
I think that
Um,
could be a sweep.
yeah,
I think it could be a sweep.
Yeah,
it's true.
sure, for sure.
But hey, man, bro, the NBA media, no, well, so the NBA media and NBA fans, stop respecting Trae Young, man. Stop respecting Trae Young. Way too
Say
much
stop
points.
disrespecting him.
Stop disrespecting him. I
Okay,
swear.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
He's been, bro. I don't get all the hate for him. We've seen what he's done with this Atlanta squad in the past, taking them to the Eastern Conference Finals as I believe what a 4 or 5 seed, taking them all the way, beating Philly in that postseason run. Even with this season too, where it has been the best. Nate McMillan, of course, got fired in this season, but I feel like it was just a poor fit in general. I understand the Dejounte Murray trade as well. Um, Putting two ball dominant guards like aside each other and trying to make it work and having this like all ISO ball scheme, just
Yeah,
zero movement. I just didn't understand that at all. And so I feel like with Trey, what he's done in his career so far, it's I feel like people aren't giving him a credit for what he's been able to do.
yeah. I think that's probably just because at the end of the day, it comes down to him of being a super flashy player. Because I mean,
Super.
he's not. I mean, he's like he'll make some flashy passes here and there, right? But what a lot of people see, whether it be media or just the average NBA fan, they don't see him high flying, dunking, and doing all that. So a lot of times I see people who just watch the games for just pure enjoyment and don't really analyze them or anything, and they see players like Trey Young. They're not out there dunking like all your other stars, and that correlates to them. They see dunk, and they're like, "Oh, this dude must be really good." And sure enough, they look up the stats, right, averaging 26 a game. Whereas they don't see Trae Young doing that, so they're not compelled to be like, "Oh, let's see just how good this guy is." Okay, he can get a couple threes, he can make a couple cool passes, but all right, so what?
Yep.
But
Right
yeah.
then. All right then. Okay, moving on to the next series, 3v6, Philly versus Brooklyn, man. The Mikal Bridges Bowl. Let's go. And we're
Mikal
gonna hear
Bridges
that like
revenge,
every single
even though it's not
game,
even
man.
revenge.
We're gonna hear that every single game. Yo, hey man, did y'all know that Mikal Bridges' mom, right? She was working, with the Sixers as an H&R member, right?
Oh my
She was
god,
working
really?
there.
I didn't
Bro,
know
I
that.
can't believe I did not, bro. It's crazy, man. And they got Zaire Smith instead of him in the draft, bro. That's insane to me.
That is pretty crazy.
Wow. That is great information. I can't wait to hear that every single game of the series. I can't wait.
You know the announcer's gonna bring that one up for sure.
Man.
Oh
That's
my god.
crazy.
But
Well,
but yeah, man. I wanna. You guys wanna give y'all thoughts?
I think game 6. I think Brooklyn's gonna take it up. They can upset too. Not gonna lie to you.
oh, okay.
I think I
I don't
think
hate it.
I think they're gonna give a really, really, really good series, especially Claxton against Embiid. I know those two went at it, and Claxton did a better job at one game, and then I don't know about the other games. I mean, when he was with KD and all that stuff, they were still doing good. They were still giving them buckets, but Embiid still gave buckets. But at the
Yeah.
last game I remember, Claxton was doing better than Embiid. He blocked him like two times. He stood him to like 18 points. Was he gave him a game. And Mikal Bridges,
Something else, man.
oh man, that guy he's so dirty, bro. And who we got? Spencer. Spencer's not bad at all. It's just Tyrese. Tyrese is scary. Tyrese is good. Who else? Harden. Harden. Harden's so dirty. So I don't know though. It's gonna be a good series though. All I know. It's not gonna be a sweep.
All right.
So
I
you
want to.
think you're gonna go Sixers and 6?
I think Sixers and 6. If not, if it goes to game 7, Nets. Nets are winning it.
Okay. I don't hate it. I think out of all the series, I think this one might have the highest likelihood of there being an upset.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like the Nets. It's like because they almost entirely blew it up at the trade deadline. It's
Hmm.
it's like we haven't seen enough of them yet. And what we have seen is them being really good. So I think a lot of people are discrediting them just because we
Yep.
haven't seen them enough yet. But I think that could almost serve as like a catalyst for them. Like, oh, show just how good we are with this new roster.
Yep.
So I'm still gonna go probably Sixers and 6, but I think with the Sixers slower play style and that's young fast play style,
Hmm.
I could see the Nets potentially upsetting. But we'll see. I will
Yep.
tell. Sixers and 6 though, as of right now.
Yes, sir. Who
Debo,
you got, Debo?
what was that sigh?
I don't know about an upset. I don't know about all that.
Okay,
I don't know about all that at all. I got Sixers beating the Nets in like 5. It
okay.
should be 5.
That's not ridiculous.
I'd have them sweeping the Nets too,
They gotta
but I
they
feel
gotta
like
give Cam Thomas some minutes. That dude is dangerous.
He had
I
what?
don't know about
26,
all that,
something like
man.
that.
I don't know
You
about
don't think Cam Thomas is good? You are
I
crazy,
yeah, I
bro.
think I think you're disrespecting Cam Thomas a
I'm
little
Cam
not
bit.
Thomas
saying
will be
that.
dropping 40 when he wants to, but when he plays a full game,
I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying that in a playoff scenario, especially right now, I don't think he'd be the type of player to fit with in like
No,
in
but
a
I think
series.
what Abdul's saying, and Abdul, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to be putting words in your
yeah,
mouth, but it's like I think he's saying Cam Thomas could be more of that third option that they could need, or even the
yeah,
guy coming off the bench that could
the
give
bench,
them
yeah.
20 a game. And he's
Okay.
not saying. I don't think he's saying he's going to be the guy in the series, but he's going to be a good helper.
No, but I'm still saying like we're talking about a
Yes.
guy. Well, no respect to Cam Thomas at all. He has potential. He's still young and he can work it out. But still, we're talking about a guy that absolutely needs the ball to be productive on the court offensively. He's a volume scorer, which when his shot's not falling, what else can he do on offense, right? And he's a cone on defense. He's not a good defender at all. And for the Nets, right, if we're not getting the production out of Cam Thomas like we need, and also on the other side of the ball, defensively, he's getting exposed. They're running to whoever offense on him. They're like guards like Maxi, even Harden. They're getting their shots up on him. They're getting easy buckets. Why would we give a guy like him that much playtime? That's just my theory. Respectfully.
I
I,
mean,
I
bro,
think it's a thing. I think Jock Vaughn could see it as a well, we don't really have anything to lose. Let's shock the world type thing. I mean, there's no one expected the Nets to be as good as they are still
mhm.
after they traded everyone, and them showing that they are. I don't know. I think it's something to be mindful of come this first round series.
Bro, they can build around him. They can build around him, Cam. They can build around Cam. You could get rid of Spencer. Cam, if he plays as much as Spencer, he's better than him.
Oh, okay.
I think he's better than him. Cam Thomas is insane, bro. If you just give him a chance, every time they've given him a chance, he's dropping 40 a game. Like he's dropped like what 8 games, 40, and he's played like barely any minutes too. So he's good.
For sure. So Debo, you got Sixers and 5 though.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Six,
Sixers get upset. It would probably be mainly on Doc Rivers, coaching disaster class.
mhm.
Jock Vaughn completely outcoaches him in this entire series,
Yeah,
and
that's
also
what I'm saying.
just
It could happen.
yeah,
Yep.
and also just Embiid, either Embiid or Harden, just having the worst series of their lives, or even both. To be honest, I
I
don't feel
mean, we've
like
seen Harden
yeah,
be a consistent playoff performer for sure.
Mm-hmm.
that's true.
And is Embiid going to be able to drop
40.
those 45-point games night in and night out?
That's,
Probably, but we'll see. If he has Claxton on him, it might not be as easy as people think it could be.
Yep.
that's true. But my issue with the Nets is that when the game slows down, right, well, who will be the guy that we're gonna look to get us consistent buckets in the clutch?
Mikhail.
Mikhail.
Yeah,
Mikhail.
Mikhail. Dude, Mikhail pulling up in the
Oh,
mid range is
In
almost
a
unstoppable.
in a playoff setting as the first option, it's a different scenario.
Oh,
It's a very different scenario, and we saw that
I
a few
think
years
Mikhail
ago
has
too
that dog.
with D'Lo as well.
bro, they got good shooters. They got everything around. They got a really good team. Nick Claxton is really good. Be blocking. He can put Embiid in the game, and then Mikhail is gonna give Harden a game, and then Spencer Dinwiddie, if he's having a good game, bro, they'll win the game. If Spencer's having a good game,
Yeah,
if
Spencer's
Mikhail's the
dropping
same
25.
guy,
Yeah,
and then you got
which
Cam
it isn't
Johnson
unheard of.
putting threes up. Cam Johnson's not bad too.
Joe
You got good
Harris.
role players, bro.
Yeah,
Watanabe's not bad at all too.
bro. The entire Nets team is just like first team all role player.
They're all role players. So if they just
And they're
role
all
play,
the cream of the crop.
hmm
And then you got Mikhail running it, who's not a role player anymore. He's just a star. And
yeah, he's a
dude,
star
we'll
now.
see it. We'll see what happens. It'll be a fun series. That'll be one I keep my eye on for sure.
Most definitely.
That's fair enough. We'll see, man. We'll see.
We'll see for sure.
All right. Let's run out the East with the Cavs versus Knicks 4v5. What are your thoughts?
I gotta go Cavs in 6 probably.
Abdul?
Cavs against who? Wait,
The
who's
Knicks.
Knicks.
oh, I low key got Cavs and ooh, that shit can go to 7 or 6. Cavs and 7.
There you go. I respect it.
Cavs, Cavs and 7. Or Cavs and 6. I like
The thing
Cavs.
is,
I want Cavs to win.
I think if it goes to 7 though, I think the Knicks could be winning it because Jalen Brunson is him. Matt
Nah, if it
Gisson's
Now
goes to
Jalen
seven,
Donovan
I'm still
Mitchell is
Brunson.
going
more
with
than
the.
more him than
Uh,
Don Mitchell is top 3 favorite players for me this season.
Dude, he's
and
a hooper. He's a
I was about
hooper.
to get to that, right? So if it were to go to game 7, who got the best player on either
Don
team?
Donovan Mitchell,
It's
no,
Donovan Mitchell.
that's not even an answer, like a question.
That
And
being
with game
said,
sevens, right? And with game sevens,
yeah,
the best player usually decides who's going to win that game.
No, I think it's game 6. Low
Yeah.
key, game 6, Cav.
yeah, no, I still have Cavs in 6.
Yeah,
The
6.
reason for being is the Cavs are a defensive monster. I mean,
We
that
got,
is a team
we
that
got
is tough to score on, man.
Cavs can go far.
They got tall dudes that can move, and then their guards are elite defenders as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like the matchup that would be very key here is the bigs between the duo of Mobley and Allen versus Julius Randle too. Can Julius Randle withstand the defensive pressure of both those bigs,
That's
especially
the
with
that's
Mobley
the thing
being on the
for
perimeter
sure.
as well?
Yeah, they're going to be hounding Julius Randle, and Julius Randle is, I don't know, from what I've seen in the Knicks, he can get to become a mental head case. And if something's not going his way, he can start chucking up shots that you don't want to be seeing out of him. And
Hmm.
Yeah.
that could be the worry if you're a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, if you're a Knicks fan, you can rely on Jalen Brunson to get the team grounded, get Julius Randle back to Julius Randle, and we'll see. It'll be a fun series too. Definitely
It's
Cavs
gonna
in
be a
Yeah.
super
six though.
good series.
Very
I
fun.
A lot
like
of
it.
good
Hopefully it
series.
goes to seven.
Yeah,
Hopefully it
for
goes to
sure.
game seven.
Man, you
Because
want
I don't
every series
see
to go to
right.
7.
Absolutely. Out of all the matchups in the East in the first round, I feel like
Mhm.
this is the only series that has a true opportunity of going 7 games.
Okay,
So
respect it.
I have to see.
Don't hate it.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
man.
All
Yep.
right,
Uh, okay.
Western Conference. Now this is the
Yeah.
doozy.
Let's move on to the West, man. 1v8 to start. Nuggets versus the winner of the 8 seed game tonight. Between the Timberwolves or the Thunder, man. Who we got?
I don't think it matters. I think either way, Nuggets are either going to sweep or win in 5.
Is that a is that a little bit of bias in there?
Maybe, maybe not. But I do seriously think that those teams just do not have any sort of firepower like Denver does. And Denver, that they've proven that when they want to, they can ramp up their defense. We got Jokic. You know who Jokic is. You don't need to elaborate on that. He's fucking back-to-back MVP. And Jamal Murray, he is an animal when it comes to the playoffs. I mean, he turns into something that every team should be fearful of. I mean, I saw something like he's averaging in the playoffs like 28, 6 and 4 on 50, 40, 90 splits.
Right.
That's
And
pretty
and
crazy.
also right. And also, oh, correct me if I'm wrong about this. This is also going to be his first playoff series since the bubble, right?
Indeed, it is. But I mean,
Hey,
the bubble it distracts a lot of people, but they are quick to forget about Jamal
Yeah.
Murray in that playoff series before the bubble. He was,
Hmm.
it wasn't dropping the 50-point games, but he was showing out. He was showing out like Jamal Murray. So I think come that time, come playoffs, we're just going to be firing on all cylinders. You're going to have MPJ putting up 30 points on 17 shots. You're going to be hitting 4 or 5 threes a game. It'll be something. It'll be a force to be reckoned with, if you will.
that is true. And also, I didn't want to discredit Murray's performance during that postseason run, right? I just
Yeah.
wanted to point out that fact, bro. I thought it was very interesting. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah.
All right, Abdul is here.
Well, I think Nuggets, if they play like they've been playing the whole season except the last 3 weeks,
Yeah.
I think it's a sweep. But if they be playing like how they've been playing, I think it could go to 5 or 6. I think it could go to 6 if they're playing like how
Oh,
they're
I
playing.
hope it doesn't go to 6.
I hope it doesn't go to 6 too, bro. I want the Nuggets to be out like out of that round ASAP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want them to rest up for a big second round
Yeah.
Hmm.
for sure. Debo, what's the thoughts? Let's hear.
Speaking on this series going to 6, right? I feel like Minnesota has the only chance out of the two to
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
win
Yeah.
one series, but
It could go to 6.
specifically with their star power, with Cat and Edwards, if they show up and have a great series, they ball offensively. I feel like they could possibly cause Denver problems, but I think Denver offensively they have way too much firepower. Jokic and Murray. You know that they're gonna ball out. Defensively, their pieces like Bruce Brown, KCP,
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon too, and guys off the bench. If Mike Malone wants to play him, which
Oh, he
he doesn't
will
want
too.
to,
I'm telling you, he will.
I hope
Braun, he's gonna
both.
play Braun.
Yeah, I hope
Christian
Braun
Brown will
and
play.
even Peyton Watson play too in the series as well. I
Yeah,
like
I
those
think
guys as three and
Watson
D
is
Peyton
point
still very
guards.
Watson
small.
will be it'll be something to look out for. He could be a
Yup.
wild card. Will Malone play him big minutes? Probably not. But would I like to see him play decent minutes? I think it would be something cool. He's shown out in these past few games that he plays with a lot of emotion. He cares about defense, arguably more than anything, and that could be a pretty big help come playoff time.
Yeah. For the Timberwolves, if if Gobert's available, he's obviously going to be big against defending Jokic. That's going to be a key factor that decides the series. But other than that, I got the Nuggets winning that in like five.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I respect the take.
Yup.
And talk about the Thunder too as well, or what?
Man, I don't think the Thunder stand a chance. They've
I
given Denver close games this regular season. But I do think they're just too inexperienced.
yeah.
It's fair. I wouldn't be surprised if they swept them, but I feel
Yeah,
like off the pure respect for the Thunder's young core and Shea especially, I would give them a game on their
I
home
respect
court.
it.
So I got
I
Denver
respect
beating
it.
them at five.
All right,
Mhm.
Yeah.
don't hate it.
All right. Bro, the rest of these series in the West, man. Oh my
Oh, bangers, man.
yo. Jeez, man. Bro, you can make a
Love
good
it.
case for any of the lower seeds to
Any of them.
upset any and like the higher
Yeah,
seeds too. And I won't be mad at
it's
it.
gonna be bloodbath this first round.
Oh, all right,
Mhm.
man. But yeah, let's get into this two v seven matchup. Memphis versus the Lakers. Who we got here?
I got Memphis in 7 or 6.
Yeah, I got Memphis in 7.
Oh,
Yep.
but y'all aren't picking the Lake Show, man. Oh,
Dude,
Want the
this is
Lakers
one of
out.
those series that's like I go back and forth on the hour. Like
yeah.
1 hour, I'll be thinking, "Oh, Lakers got it." The other hour, I think Memphis. And right now, I'm on the Memphis grind because I think it's going to come down to that game 7. I mean, LeBron's playoff. LeBron's playoff. LeBron. You can't discredit that. Anthony Davis has looked extremely well. I believe he won Player of the Month for this last month, or
Mm.
Western Conference Player of the Month.
Um,
I,
actually, I don't know about that.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
he did.
Here,
He did. He did.
he did. Okay.
But I
Okay.
just
Um.
don't like. I just don't like the hype of the Lakers, bro. Everybody's putting them in the championship spot.
Yeah, that's a little
Like,
crazy.
come on, bro. But I
That's just
mean,
because they're the Lakers. They
hopefully
have
no.
history. But no, I
Mm,
think it'll come down to that game 7, right? And you go to Memphis in a 7 or a game 7. That
Mhm.
is a mean home crowd. They had, I believe, the best home record in the league, or if not the best, they had top 2.
It's the
And
Nuggets one.
yeah, so they had a crazy home crowd,
The
and
Nuggets
they're
are
going to be
number one.
playing.
Home. Yeah.
They're going to be playing out of their mind at home. The grindhouse is the grindhouse for a reason.
Hmm.
It'll be a fun one.
yeah. I have Memphis in six. Oh man. Shooting is going to be the factor, especially for Memphis. I feel like with the Lakers, their lack of perimeter defenders. Of
Yep.
course, they have the front court defending in both AD and Vanderbilt,
Hmm.
but with LA, man, if Bain, Kennard, and as much as people don't like him, Dylan Brooks, Dylan Brooks, if the shots falling, with their 3 point shootings falling, I think that would be the key difference maker for Memphis to get out this series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Hopefully, Ja
Maybe
will
in
have a big
six,
series
eight
as
and
well too.
six could be wild because you're playing in LA. LA has a good fan base too.
Hmm.
That's
They
true.
got some diehard fans. That place gets loud. I mean, we heard it in the playing game.
Yeah, man.
It'll be interesting
Super
for
low.
sure. I don't know if
Yeah.
Memphis will be able to close it out with their young roster in 6, but definitely in
Mhm.
7.
Well, I wouldn't say they have a young roster, man. They've been in the situation before.
Once, twice,
Twice.
twice, twice, twice. My fault.
Actually,
My fault. No,
twice. They had the playing
they,
game versus the Trailblazers in the bubble, that bubble year. That's hey man.
I mean,
They've been here before.
outside of that, they played the Jazz. They got beaten 5, right, in
Yeah, they got
2021.
being five. They did, yes.
And then they did go to the second round. They got walloped by the Warriors.
I don't want to say walloped. They
They
were a
lost in
competing team.
6, no?
That's not walloped.
Yeah, sure. But actually, the Memphis did have that one game where they won by like 40.
Exactly. They didn't get
Yeah,
walloped.
but I still,
It was a
yeah,
competitive
okay.
series
Maybe that was a bit of a
without
stretch. I'll,
y'all.
I'll, I'll recount my words.
I
But
respect it, yeah. I
I don't
respect
know.
it.
I just don't know. Well, but I still do recount Memphis in 7.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah. Um Final thoughts for me. If the Lakers were to beat Memphis in the series, I think 80 would be had to be the biggest factor. Especially with the Grizzlies' lack of front court depth. Other than Jaren Jackson, they also have Xavier Tillman. I think even a guy like Steven Adams, losing him, you lose another big man that would try to slow AD down. And I feel like if the Lakers were to upset Memphis in a big way, AD has to have the series of his life, basically.
It's got to be him.
True, very true.
We'll see that. That'll be it.
Oh man,
I'm actually going to eat my words. I take this series back as probably the highest probability of there being an upset
Yeah.
over the Nets Sixers, but
okay,
they're both going to be good. Don't get it
all
twisted.
right, okay. Oh man, this next match about to be interesting to talk about. Kings Warriors 3v6.
Oh my goodness.
Kings Warriors.
Kings of
What we got
6.
here?
I got
I'm rocking
Warriors in
Abdul,
6.
man. I'm rocking with Abdul, bro. I
I
feel the
got
same way. Kings of
Warriors in
6 too.
6.
I really like the Kings. Like Kings this year are amazing, bro. They deserve it more than Warriors. I just want Curry out. Oh,
Hey, bro, we still hating on Curry in
he
20.
he hating. He hating.
oh yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Nah,
I still
damn,
think Curry
silence
out.
your phone.
Who
But
was
yeah,
damn, bro?
I'm still thinking Curry out.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
What are your thoughts, man?
So I got Warriors in 6. Here's why. You should never discount the defending champions. They're not quite the same team they were last year, but they're very similar, especially with getting Gary Payton back. But you're just getting Andrew Wiggins back, and they were playing well without him. So what are they gonna play like with him, right? And I'm seeing a lot of similarities between the Kings and that Jazz team when they were the number 1 seed. I mean, uh, the Jazz they looked so good all season. They're hitting their shots, and that's how a lot of the Kings' offense is going. They're hitting their good shots, and come playoff time, I don't know if their players are going to be experienced enough to be able to hit those shots in the higher pressure situation, higher pressure atmosphere. Now that said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Kings pulled it out just because of how bad the Warriors have been on the road. But I'd definitely gonna go Warriors in 6. Just they have too much for the Kings. It's gonna be too much.
Not ridiculous.
Ah, man. Thing is, man, I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors did pull this out that early, in 6. But I don't know their road record. One of the worst teams in the league. I think they barely got above like 10 wins on the road this year.
I don't think they did that. I
Ah,
think they finished with 9. I could be wrong.
no, I mean, no. Let me see. No, they were 11-30 on the road,
Okay.
and I feel like with the Kings, man, Mike Brown, head coach, man,
What a coach.
been assistant coach with the Warriors for years. They're in those championship winning teams. I think he's gonna have a game plan for Steph, Clay, pulling them, Wiggins.
Kings
He's
winning,
gonna
bro.
he's gonna kick someone up defensively. And we know Mike Brown historically is a defensive coach. The Kings, they weren't they were a middle of the pack defensive team this season, the regular season, but in spurts, They were at least they're very competent. They hustled hard, and I feel like if they get enough of those spurts defensively and just slow the Warriors down a little bit compared to their historic offense with Fox, with Sabonis, and with their shooters like Barnes, Keegan Murray, Malik Monk, guys like that, man. I feel like the Kings will pull this off.
I agree.
God, dude, I feel like I'm saying this. I sound like a broken record, but it'll be a fun series.
It
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
will.
gonna be very fun. First team to 110 wins every game.
yeah, okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
Hey, man,
I'm
all
hella
I
excited
can,
for that one.
right?
I really like that one.
Absolutely, absolutely. But all I can say from this series is that I got to see the Kings in the playoffs before I die, so that's a good thing. Bro, I got hey.
Debo, don't jinx that shit now, dog.
No, okay, okay, hey, man, okay.
Hold
You get
on,
what I
hold
meant.
on. You got one
You get
more
what I
day. Come
meant.
on.
You get what I meant.
Knock on wood, right?
You get what I meant. Yes, sir. You're not gonna win, man. You're
They're
knocking on
playing
this wood,
tomorrow,
man.
right?
They
Yes,
do play
sir. They
tomorrow.
do play tomorrow. That's the primetime game, actually.
It's 6:30,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's Mountain West time.
Oh, it's gonna be a good
Or not
one. It's
Mountain
gonna be
West,
a good
Mountain
one.
time.
Oh my
It's gonna be
god,
a nice one.
man. But bro, we I still can't believe the Kings are this good, man. Nearly 50 wins.
Insane,
First
bro.
playoff appearance in like what, 15 plus
Seven,
years, bro.
17 years, I think is what it
Dude,
was. Breaking the streak.
bro, man, we are in college right now. We are freshmen in college. This is the first time the Kings have been competitive. This is the first time we've seen the Kings been like a good team in their whole lives.
It's
That's crazy.
crazy, man.
That's very crazy to think about.
Abdul, big betting man.
Man,
I don't know what the odds are, but saw something about if you put $100 down on the Kings to win their division at the start of the season, it would have flipped
Yeah.
25 grand.
Insane amount. Oh yeah.
Insane, bro.
Insane, bro.
that is incredible,
Nobody
bro.
expected
That's
them
just
though.
No, but I'm glad it happened.
very glad, bro. That
I'm
Kings team
so
was so
happy
fun to
for them.
watch.
They're nice,
I
bro.
was
I've been
yeah,
saying though, I literally said that before the season started, bro. Even in the preseason, I used to bet, and I was like, Kings are gonna be so nice. And Andrew used to be hating on it, bro. Andrew was like, you know who the Kings are? I was like, Beach, listen, bro. I'm telling you, the Kings are
If you
about to
don't
be
see the
nice,
vision,
bro.
you don't see the vision.
Telling you,
That's
bro.
fine.
It's because I saw this one
man,
video on
yeah,
TikTok like a season ago, and I saw their coach make them run like fucking like 30, 40 like gym runs back and forth, bro. Suicides. Like
yeah,
hundreds
man, bro.
of them,
That's
bro.
Mike Brown, man.
Hundreds of
He
them. And I
He
was
encouraged
doesn't
like,
mess
his team to
around.
hustle.
I was like, he's
He
taking
encouraged
it
his team to
serious.
hustle, man. I love
I was
it.
like, he's taking it serious.
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
Shoot. All right. Last series on in the bracket, first round. Shoot, last one. Clippers versus Suns, 4v5.
My goat, bro. My
Who we
goat.
got there?
My goat sleeping on fives. I think
Oh,
five.
You said
Suns.
Suns in
wow.
five?
Suns in five or Suns in
Wow.
Ooh, Suns in
no
five.
Wow.
100%
Wow.
Suns in five, bro. No doubt.
Wow.
They ain't holding them. The bench was holding them, bro. You think KD, Devin Booker, CP0, and Aiden is not holding them?
God. That, the thing
And no
is, and
PG. You know, today they announced no PG. Come on.
yeah,
Yeah, PG's out for the first round. He's not gonna play,
Yeah,
the
come
thing
which
on.
is
is, and
unfortunate, man.
we talked about this in the group chat about Kawhi being able to turn up
You
and to
can't.
be able to take over a game. And so I think he'll obviously do that on offense. I don't think there's going to be anyone stopping Kawhi on offense. But and we know who Kawhi is on defense. Is he going to be able to fluster KD? And
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. I think if Kawhi can play at an elite level throughout the series, I think it goes to 7.
no
And I think
chance.
I'll take the Suns in 7. But
It's not
we'll
ridiculous is all
see.
to say. Though. Not ridiculous at all.
It'll be crazy. Yet another absolute banger of a game or a
Yeah,
series rather.
facts. Yeah, I got Phoenix like you guys, but I got them at 6. Yeah, the offensive firepower of the duo and D Book and KD. I just feel like matchup wise, looking at the Clippers roster, I don't know if they got enough bodies to hang with those two guys as well. I really don't, man. And for Kawhi and even with Russ, can they produce enough offensive firepower to just hang in with these guys, man?
That is the
And that's
scary
going to be
thing
a big
with the
thing.
Clippers. They don't have a whole lot of offense. But I mean, if they got Bones coming off the bench, being a little spark plug, giving them 20, that could help them out in some games. But that's not a guarantee by any means.
Only in PT, man. He not getting PT.
No, you don't think so?
No,
Nah, he is.
DMPs all
Yeah, he is.
series. DMPs
Who
all
else?
series.
Who
Owen,
else?
Owen, bro, you saw Bones play last year with
I
the
did.
Warriors, right?
I did.
He didn't know. He wasn't ready, bro. He
Oh,
didn't
he
look
hit a
good out
couple of
there,
big
man.
time threes.
I get that, but for the most part, man,
It's
him, Monte
it's
Morris,
something to look out for.
man.
Keep it in mind. All right,
Keep it in mind, bro. Terrence
but
Mann getting those minutes off the bench, man. I'm
uh,
sorry.
don't hate it. Tyloo,
I'm sorry,
good
man.
coach though. I think he could will the Clippers to pull out a game 7.
Yeah.
I think they'll
Russ might be
play.
playing some legacy games. We'll see. I mean, he showed some light with that 36-point game a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
man. That's true.
If he can keep doing that, and I mean, Russ is still he's older, but he's still that explosive player that he always has been.
Yeah.
I think, especially, I'm not for sure saying Chris Paul is going to be who's running on him the whole time,
Hmm.
but if he is, if Chris Paul is the main defender, Russ is going to be blown by him, kicking it out, going to hopefully have a shooter ready, or if not, Russ is going to be finishing. I mean, I don't think DeAndre Ayton he's a pretty solid interior defender, but I think he's nothing going to be blocking Russ's layups rather. And
Oh,
if he
KD's
is,
so
he's going to be committing
underrated.
fouls.
KD's underrated defense.
KD is, but
Devin
I'm talking
Booker's good
DeAndre Ayton.
defender too. CP0, hell a good defender. Russ is not doing shit against CP0. Russ is washed, unfortunately.
Uh,
Then,
okay,
no, I think it's in 5 though. Suns in 5 for sure.
okay.
I think the first 2 games, Suns win it 2-0. The Clippers win one in the third game, and then it's gonna be Suns back again at Clippers, and then Suns gonna take it 3-1, finish it off next game.
Yeah.
I think Clippers win
Yeah.
that.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Final thoughts. From me, man. I think the key factors for this series is just the wing play, especially between the stars of this series, D Book and KD versus Kawhi. Who will win that matchup? And two, lastly, it's just the pace. Can the Clippers can they adapt to the Suns trying to speed up the game, and with CP3 leading the charge, can they really can they stop that? Can they stop those spurts where D Book and KD they have a great night, and so they just hit their shots over and over and over again, um, leading the Suns getting like big quarters or big stretches of the game. So hey, we'll have to look for that, but I think the Suns they'll come out and advance to the second round in this
Mhm.
series.
Debo, let me ask you this real quick though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Clippers coaching staff has been watching film of what Boston did to KD last season?
Oh, man. Of
Because I
course,
mean,
man. They have
they
to.
they they're probably trying to do everything they can to get
It's what teams
KD.
do, right? It's
Yeah,
what teams do, man. Just look back on previous film, especially in the playoffs. Playoffs are it's a matchup based game. You know, it's a chess match. These coaches they have to game by game they have to look and see like, hey, how can we exploit the other team's weaknesses? How can we, be better as a team, as a whole on both sides of the ball? So, yeah, man, of course they have to look on tape. Yeah, look at the tape, man. Of course.
there you go. All right, well,
Yes, sir.
Anything else to talk about? Debo, you got anything else you want to address?
Hmm. Oh, last thing. I was going through my phone on Twitter right now, and I think DeMar DeRozan's daughter,
Oh yeah,
she had
I
to
saw
get
that.
escorted by Raptor security. They were
That's
saying that kid, bro. They
crazy.
were saying that girl death threats, man.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
ridiculous, man.
bro. But
What?
how old is she? Like
You can't be
nine,
doing
seven,
that
bro.
to a little girl, man.
Man, that's a kid, bro. Man,
Hey, bro.
it's a game at
Can't
the
be
end
doing
of the
that.
day, bro. It's a game. Just a game, man.
Oh,
That's
actually, hold on.
crazy.
I want to address
This,
this. The Defensive Player of the Year finalist came down to Evan Mobley, Jaren Jackson Jr., and who's the other one? God
Brooke
damn it. Oh,
Lopez.
Brooke Lopez. That's who it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
How is Nick Claxton not? That's
Mhm.
crazy to me.
Team record.
His team
Yeah.
record is not even
Man.
bad like that.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
no,
it's not
but
like they're the
compared to the
worst.
bro, no, bro. But compared to the other three guys here on, on that final ballot, it's a big difference, man. It's usually
Yeah.
what it is with Depoy. It's just that like, yo, who's the best defensive player? They give the award to the usually the best defensive player with the best team record. That's the case most of the time. So
And how's Doris Burke going to give Joel Embiid her first place vote for Defensive Player of the Year? That's crazy, dude.
oh no, man.
I was like, whoa. Dude. He's a good defender, but not like that.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Mhm.
Pretty crazy
Yeah.
stuff. But
Oof.
I'm not
But
her. I'm not seeing what she's seeing clearly, but
yeah, man.
that's fine.
Yeah, but overall, that is a wrap. Hey, yeah, we gotta check out these playout game. No, sorry, these play-in games tonight. Gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
fun, man.
Yes,
But
sir.
again, please follow us on all of our platforms, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. All three of those. Our handle for R3 is at Lunchroom Debates. So hey, it's pretty easy to look us up on there. And yeah, man, we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah, it was a fun one, boys. Clap it up. Clap it up.
Woo!
There we
Lovely.
go.
Yes, sir,
All right,
man.
lads.
Great.
I can't wait. The
That's a
playoffs gonna
wrap.
be playoffs gonna be fun,
Amazing.
man.
Yeah,
A lot
man.
of fun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Anxious,
man.
excited, whole lot of emotions. Can't wait
Yeah,
for
Mhm.
NBA
man. But
playoffs.
yeah, but hey,
Starting
we'll say
tomorrow.
peace. We will say peace.
Yep.
And yeah,
Have a
have a
good
good day,
one.
y'all.
Have a good night, boys.
Goodbye, brothers.